The MG4 is an electric car that's perfectly pitched to steal customers away from mainstream manufacturers such as Kia, Nissan and Volkswagen with its impressive blend of practicality, decent performance and attractive pricing or lease rates. At a time when most households are facing rising living costs, the MG4 provides an affordable opportunity for buyers to make the transition to an all-electric car that offers low day-to-day running costs and great flexibility. There are often sacrifices to be made when looking for the best value option in any market sector, but in the case of the MG4 you'll be more than pleasantly surprised. The boot could be slightly bigger and some of the materials in the cabin are more hard-wearing than high-end, but as an overall package you'll struggle to beat the MG4 EV. MG has clearly held this issue in mind when designing its MG4 EV hatchback, because it offers a spacious interior, good standard equipment and a decent driving range, all with a starting price of around £26,000. Other electric family hatchbacks include the Cupra Born and Nissan Leaf, while the crossover style of the Vauxhall Mocha E and Kia Niro EV will hold equal appeal. Although again, all of these models are more expensive than the MG4. So, what do you get with MG's first bespoke all-electric car? Well, firstly, the MG4 is built on the manufacturer's Modular Scalable Platform, MSP, which underpins a range of MG EVs. The MG4 has a single rear-mounted motor with a choice of two battery sizes, 51 kWh or 64 kWh units, while power is 168 bhp or 200 bhp, depending on which battery you choose. A maximum range of 281 miles, for the SE long-range model, should be enough for most needs, and 150 kilowatts rapid charging capability will help with fast recharging on longer journeys. Standard equipment is generous, with all cars featuring 17-inch alloy wheels, automatic LED headlights, rear parking sensors, adaptive cruise control and a 10.25-inch infotainment touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. If you're not fussed about luxuries such as heated seats, wireless smartphone charging and an upgraded audio system, which are included with the top-spec trophy version, then the SE long-range model could be the one to go for. 0 to 62 miles per hour acceleration and top speed. The MG4 EV is available with 168 bhp or 200 bhp, with the former managing 0 to 62 miles per hour in 7.5 seconds, and the latter taking 7.7 seconds, due to its bigger, heavier 64 kWh battery compared with the entry model's 51 kWh setup. A torque figure of 250 Nm is the same for both versions. A more relevant benchmark of real-world driving is the MG4's 0 to 30 miles per hour time, because it will arguably spend much of its life in and around town navigating through stop-start traffic. The 168 bhp model completes this shorter sprint in 3.1 seconds, while the heavier 200 bhp version needs 3.5 seconds. Depreciation. As well as benefiting from the MG4's competitive pricing, buyers will be pleased that early signs indicate the MG4 will be a strong performer on the used market. After a typical ownership period of 3 years and 36,000 miles, our expert data suggests that it should hold on to around 67% of its original value. In comparison, the Kia Niro EV retains 56 to 57%. Sat-nav, stereo and infotainment. Often vehicles with a budget slant skimp on the infotainment tech, but the MG4 bucks that trend. The first thing that strikes you about the 10.25-inch display is just how sharp the resolution is. It looks fantastic. The main menu features widgets that provide easy access to the major functions. On-screen shortcuts for music, phone, navigation and car settings are a permanent feature on the right-hand side of the display, too. There are also physical keys along the bottom, including for the home page and the climate controls. One problem is that all the aircon settings can only be adjusted on screen, and they're really fiddly. Changing the fan speed involves pressing a tiny portion of the display to the exact position you want. The loading and response times are fine, but it's not the quickest system around. Size. The MG4 is 4,287 mm long, 1,836 mm wide and stands 1,504 mm tall, which makes it 136 mm longer and 45 mm wider than the more expensive Vauxhall Mocha E family EV rival. MG also has its sights set on stealing customers away from the Volkswagen ID.3 hatchback, which is 26 mm shorter than the MG4 and 27 mm narrower. Legroom, headroom and passenger space. Interior packaging is good in the MG4, and passengers benefit from a decent amount of rear legroom. Kneeroom is also fine, although there isn't too much space underneath the front seats for your feet. The EV powertrain means that the central hump in the floor is quite low, which helps with accommodating 3 passengers across the rear seats, the middle of which is surprisingly comfortable. Boot. With a luggage capacity of 363 liters, the MG4's boot isn't the biggest in its class. The Kia Niro EV offers an extra 112 liters of load space, while MG's own, admittedly more expensive, ZS EV provides 470 liters. It might be more suitable if a bigger boot is one of your key priorities. Warranty. MG offers a reassuring 7-year, 80,000-mile warranty for all of its models, which is almost on a par with Kia's vehicle cover of 7 years, 100,000 miles. This might be an important point for buyers to consider, particularly when you compare it to Volkswagen's 3-year, 60,000-mile warranty. Servicing. MG service plans offer flexible options to help manage scheduled maintenance, and also allow you to set your own mileage limits. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and turn on notification for more video. Welcome to Spacious Africa. Today we present to you one of our craftswomen, Halima Abdul Soumay. She was born in Morogoro. She started her business in 2018 by sewing huts, and then she expanded into clothing. She is a craftswoman and also an entrepreneur. She works with the trends of the market. When the bag market started to rise, she moved into it because she does what is trending, so that she can make her daily. Her designs are inspired by cultural references. Actually, she enjoys creating and selling cultural products. She is 32, and she is the mother of 3 children, Amina, Jura, and Zakaya. She has got a team of 3 people who are helping her. Her main is to reach out the target market, which is difficult because she has to make the bags and also looking for clients. From the precious products we see, Halima needs people who will value the products she makes. Our task is to make sure that Halima is seen by the people, and the people should support her by all means, making sure that she gets what she deserves. Visit shoppersafrica.com to buy her products.